Hello. Okay. Thank you for joining in on this week's Ragic Office Hour. So we have around 3 questions today, so this should be a fairly quick webinar. So let's get started. First question about Ragic storage limit. What's the data storage limit in a Ragic database or on a Ragic sheet? What will happen to my database if I reach the limit or close to the limit? Also, what can I do if I need more storage space? Okay, so for the storage limit, there are basically two parts of the storage limit. One is the database record limit. For the database record limit, we do have a 1,000 record limit for the free version, and for all other versions, we don't have a record limit on your database sheets. So you can freely import all your data in there as long as if it's within reason. And for the free version, you'll hit the limit when you have 1,000 records. So when you're reaching the database record limit, it's it's basically a pretty standard behavior. So you will not be able to create more records when you hit the free 1,000 record limit on your free version, and otherwise there's no limit on your database number of records. Okay, and for the if you're using the free version and you're importing it or you're creating um, data on your template sheets, if it's a sheets that's installed from the template and it hasn't been customized, and there's no 1,000 data record limit there. Okay, and the other part is, oh, I think I can show you our pricing page, and we do have detailed information on this on our pricing page. Yeah, so with 1,000 record each, and for other versions, there's like unlimited records. And okay, so the second part is the upload file storage. And for the files that you upload, and these are not related to how many records that you have on the specific sheet. So it has a separate set of limit. So we can look at the upload storage section. So for the free version, you have 10 gigabytes of storage space, which is the total amount of storage space that you've taken when you're using the any of the Ragic functions to upload any type of document or files, including like video files, images. So for the free version, there's a quota of 10 gigabytes. For the light version, there's a 10 gigabyte per user limit. So if you have, let's say, 5 users on your light plan, so you'll have a quota of 50 gigabytes for your account. So there's a 30 gigabyte per user quota for the professional version. So if you have, let's say, 10 users, then you can have 300 gigabytes for your accounts that can be used for uploaded files. So it does not include the database storage that you use for your data. So it only counts for the upload storage or the files that you uploaded. And for concurrent users version, it's 100 gigabyte per concurrent user, and for enterprise version, it's 100 gigabyte per user. So it's also times the number of users that's in your subscription. Okay. So, and this type of limit is basically a soft limit. So we don't really limit you when you just hit the limit. So let's say if you have 10 user professional version, so you should have 300 gigabytes for your account. So if you hit like 310 gigabytes, we will not block you from uploading additional files immediately. It's more of a soft limit, but we will be sending you notification that, oh, maybe you need to delete some of your files, and maybe you can purchase more users so that you will have more quota for the storage space. Okay, so what can I do if I need more storage space? Then it's pretty simple. You can just simply purchase more users to get more quota on the file upload storage space. And for other versions, and there's no limit on the data records, the number of data records. So it's nothing that you need to do to get more data record storage space. Okay, to sum up, there is no data record limit for paid versions. If you for file upload storage quota, please see our pricing page, the section with upload storage, on the section for upload storage. Okay, it will be based on your plan and number of users that you have on your account. Okay, all right, I hope this clears this up. All right, next question. Would it be possible to export reports on Excel? Okay. Is there a way to export certain reports to Excel instead of just PDF? Okay, there are some grid-like reports that would be handy if they could be exported to Excel, such as grouping reports and pivot report. If that's not possible, are there any alternatives? Okay, right now there's no direct ways that you can just generate that into Excel, but there's actually a pretty good alternative that we usually recommend to users is that you can just select, like maybe select all and copy paste the content to Excel. And when you do this kind of copy paste to Excel, and these grid-like structures will be copy pasted to Excel. So it will work a lot like when you generate it to Excel. Okay? Because technically, if we want to generate these kind of complex reports to Excel, it's kind of technically difficult. But if you do it by hand using this kind of copy paste, it's actually pretty easy. So for now, we're recommending users to do this kind of copy paste and create Excel reports by doing this kind of copy paste. So currently, Ragic does not support directly generating reports as Excel, but as the workaround, you can copy paste the report generated in the copy the report generated onto Excel to get pretty much the same effect. Okay. Yeah, we have heard this kind of request for a few times, but technically it would be kind of difficult to like generate a perfect Excel report that way. But with this workaround, it should work for most people. Okay, so next question. How many users databases are registered already within the Ragic database? Okay, out of curiosity, how many databases and users do Ragic currently have? And where are most of the users from in terms of geographic location and industry? Okay, well, good question. And right now, the last time I checked, I think we have around 300,000 databases registered. I think it's around 300,000. And in terms of users, I think it's around the same range because a lot of these databases are generated with one single user. People registering, testing this out, and not adding a lot of users into their. So we don't have a lot more users than databases currently. If we count all those free databases and trial databases. So so yeah, that's about the number of databases we have right now in on Ragic. So, and where are most of the users from in terms of geographic locations and industry? We don't really have the data on the industry because we don't ask users to fill out which industry their company is in, and yeah, even the company name is optional for Ragic. No, we don't ask for a lot of personal data for like data mining or marketing purposes. We like to respect your privacy when you just want to test out this application. And so we don't have a lot of data on what kind of industry that most of our customers are in. But from what we've seen in our interaction with users with customer support, we just see people across all types of verticals, all different types of industry. It's more like how you would expect, you know, what industry would use Excel most. So it's gonna be spread among like a lot of different industries. And in terms of geographic locations, it's also very diverse. So it's like spread out among most English speaking countries, and also because our team is based in Taiwan, so we have uh, a pretty large portion of our users from Taiwan. But other than that, it's spread out among most English-speaking countries. So, so the largest would be the United States and other English-speaking countries like the UK, Australia, New Zealand, and other countries like Singapore. And we have lots of users in most countries. There are a lot of English speaking users, and as we're adding more and more languages to Ragic, like Japanese and Spanish, we do believe this will change and it will be even more diverse as we'll be able to grow into other non-English speaking regions. All right, I hope this answers your questions, and yeah, let me sum up right here. And we have around 300K databases created from users all over the world. The geographic location and industry is pretty diverse. Patients in terms of country, our users are from English speaking countries, and US being the largest. In terms of industry, we don't see too pretty good. Oh, yeah, we usually see Ragic as like a tool for all industries to solve problems that you cannot solve with a packaged software. If you can't find a packaged software solution for this, then usually you'll find a no code tool like Ragic to fix the problem. All right. I hope this answers your question. All right, and that's it for the questions for today. So thank you for your questions and okay and if you have any questions, then feel free to submit them to the question sheet here for the office hour, and I'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you. Goodbye.